I look at what I've done before. I ask myself, what can I do better? I'm more or less like competing with myself. My main motive is for people to like it and be happy about the project, and then see it as something worth their time and their money.
I think that it's gone beyond our normal day-to-day kind of movies that we see. More or less, it draws attention to what we should do in details that matter. For a long time, we've lacked this in our movies, and I think that this would really get people thinking and spur people on in their next productions to really pay attention to that aspect. Yeah.
In the Ghanaian film industry, we have not really shot a movie like this, a movie that you build a whole community.
For anybody that reads the script for the first time, or for anybody that watches the movie, when they hear, oh, the whole community broke apart or divided because of a disagreement over chicken and egg, and now there's a whole generation of this beef, and people don't even know when this thing even started.
Not to mix with an aloe today. Not today.
The fact that the story addresses the subject of how we coexist. So much happenings in the world where there's so much intolerance for personal choices, for people's culture or way of life. This story speaks volumes.
If you see a Vera or anything belonging to them on your land, remember to blow your whistle.
In the long run, two people, one from each side, find love amidst their crisis, and that's the love story.
Original trains, so I had and your bon como if I'm movie making home actors, actresses, movie directors, movie producers, no. I'm not sure and quite almost so edit movies, a brain, even music videos in your quite almost so or make a carbon no more brain. I appreciate it on my craft, no. Ain't in any day me work a say power of years. I ever bon como me doing edit a job and he was enjoy your home. Now I am job from class. So your body will hold on me have a brain prepare.
These will they harm us, but we must keep the love in us.
This film is different. This tells us that it's possible, to make your dream production happen in Ghana.
No, I'm paying for it. Come, because you know what's not here. Come. And so I saw it.
I die no see. No see die.
Because almost in quite
no way. Make me before. Ah, me no to fight.
Penny.
What are you proud of someone?
Yem crash. Me said that once and yes, I pray movie nim no TV no so no. I heard media go babo me. Say then no na say abranti am one of Fihanom no Ken Fiati or actor Branty obone homoni. He has been acting from I think 1997 ish. Now your movie your babies. So I'm talking to Ken Fiati this afternoon, and then we are going to interact about the movie industry, even yourself, and then things relating to the movie industry. Ken, welcome.
That's it.
Why are you free?
Who said me back out there? Into where the kind of.
And come back, come me there.
I say the best way to defend is to attack.
Oh really?
Now me back say why I chef.
Oh, me that's yes I do.
Miss me that's I used to know.
Yeah, you make come show. It's in that area it's all about the movie industry. So I want to come straight to you. Looking at even the movie or reading a lot about you, I realized that in school you were doing theater and then later you came to do filmmaking. Have you stopped one and concentrating on one?
No.
We are doing that too.
The truth of the issue, Ankasane said, me near managing home pie stage, the
So
theatrical performances, yes. But say you krumahano, you share and develop it until recent times that young for ni be airborne mohammading to put together stage performances. Nananka senenana get no. Say oh nimdie na oh church I'll be to me the aye film as well. Then it was just imperative that I did it. I didn't plan to do it. It just happened.
So with the filmmaking, it just happened.
Yeah.
It means you are just chasing the cash, the papers.
I am tempted to ask as you say me easy kana me flag it rewa. So ubit me atwa show no so na obeji scan.
Me de metwas me we na we scan e check.
Nti I both sided because now me ejuma as an accountant and
Which company?
I was working with National Disaster Management Organization in the Volta region. It's now me more or less the deputy regional accountant. No disrespect to accountants, I found it a bit boring.
Boring?
Yeah, because principles and you sit down and just do the same thing over and again. For me, a bit boring. And I think I need to say thanks to Gavivina Tamaklo, who discovered me and said, I think you have something in the creative space. And to encourage me, and I'm at University of Ghana. So that's where it all started.
So when you were going to the University of Ghana, how old were you?
I have to calculate.
So somebody who was doing accounting and later came back to school to do what?
I majored actually in radio, television, and video production. Okay. So that's what I did, but it is theater arts. Okay.
So you prefer to be touching the ladies, kissing and smooching them than the accounting?
I think you were enjoying it without being touched. But the fact of the issue is that this issue comes up a lot. I anchor for Ekase Sinitra for the Yenya Sinitremu fringe benefits. It's me FM bar no, but we were professionally trained. And I ask, say yebo bi tour nipa no wu ana ana ye di second tier obi ye ma obi wu ana.
Me fan compare
feelings.
Adenia. Say yebo bi tu.
Yeah.
Owu a wu ko.
Yebo tu any feelings.
It's not about feelings.
So Betty.
Obi meba. Bacho meba. Anatomy and physiology of the human body. I'm a say. Bibi a papa and grada. And I would say, Sebi or Mr. Meka. Obey men na say a year jumadia, that's also what I think. So, in as much as I while be training who say, me from my drink or so interest say, unya think be say, BBC, I think can you about one hour be show also say, because of ABC, make us a crowd, so I worry. Into me, mammy, who quite you say, there are people who are not able to even control themselves. Intina make us say, you can never compare you extracting feelings from a woman to shooting somebody. It's two different things.
Intina na make us say, on say, omwa ya more entity. I was in the edumemuno. Enim say we have what we call, you see, film actually I make believe.
Yeah.
Ni hiane say wa wo hwe no beji di say ni esi no esi. Nti ye nim say na ye play mfia no.
Okay.
Ye nim say na ye play asumbo. Ye nim say na ye play enije any areho.
Okay.
But men can enkusi say ebia nkofo enye nea oka no.
Yeah.
Maye bida.
Okay.
Benya eho atenkada. Efe ede. Enije. But udrum pempem subi so as I say who say ABI can affect or craft. You understand? Inti you learn to become very professional about everything you do. Minimum baby I wish nim say unya atenka. Inti onozo say so wan share no ho so eba kusi sen. You understand? So varied. But the issue is that enye nunti ena sinitwa adwuma ebeye ne me fasi me ho so say me. I thought that it gives you the chance to express yourself, to explore, to go within yourself and tap all the emotions that anchor in normal life only. But for me, the it is the fact that you have the opportunity to influence society ultimately topical issues.
So having influenced society?
I think so, because there are lots of people that have seen me and have come to say thanks for how you carried yourself in a particular movie, because it had such an effect on me. There are people who have seen us and said, but for that movie, I was thinking about doing the other thing. And there's that innate fulfillment for you to see people who say, I was sad, but you were able to bring joy as you educated me on an issue. So it's pretty interesting.
Ken is trying to let me buy into something, but like me and Dada.
I am not selling yet. Maybe when I start selling, we'll come a marketing manager.
Really?
But a Jumana Ed, you see, the thing is that Sanya Wuye, even if enye nyanka opese oya, Sanya Wuye ni sisiana, eni jebi wo mumau. And if it is what you really want to do, it will be your friend JS, job satisfaction.
Yes.
And you want nipa do draw moye ejuma enye ejuma omo pese omoye. You want school, for instance, a lot of my colleagues, si say o hwehwe omo ni sini ejuma omo insurance companies, e bi wo bank and all that. But anke yewo school no omo wo stage a enije bi e wo ne ana omo ye no, but at the end of the day we bisa ho say enije no na obedi ana. Nti o hwe na wa hwe se ne ade oni ama betutu.
So do you want to say the filmmaking or acting or whatsoever no is not really paying? Do you want to say that?
Anytime I meet say you can say film industry wa Ghana ya me yemhime, because the word industry makes you know say anka as I say eya dia etre enkofo eyesa ana omofa sa adwumade no to omo ho so a ebetimi ama omonsa akoma no da ne da. But just go back a bit, just yesterday, imagine somebody like Samajetifio. He had to beg to live. We have had Araba Stamp die in a kiosk, a litany of them. And
but those people you are mentioning were at their peak at a point in time.
Yes, some even died at their peak.
So,
and yet there was nothing to show.
So others are also living life. Others are also making money.
But
you are here.
Carefully, most of those making money are people who are not doing just acting. Some time ago, I think Ellie came near friend of or say sinitra for MP day job. I like the substance in what he said. Maybe the choice of words and amana and PS and SSAP. My yes are mistakes neither, and I am sure a lot of others yes are mistaken and inti ya said say ye be mo amo me free sa from so kwan no aba ekwan eye papa so yenko Garden of Eden na enye esutene baako ene da Garden of Eden. Me papa ewo nyame adwuma mu Dr. Michael Bodi nyame che me da nyame asepa mana brabo owo book bi a wachro wa title on multiple streams of income. O kan san homa na otimu hu se opese oye adwuma baako na wa brabo esi wuye a and the other da ho. Until most of the people are working. Obiti say Ajete Anan. We saw him in Aloe Vera.
Yeah, Aloe Vera.
Virtually, he's like the star boy in Ghana currently. And yes, in the Tranquani Juma, what he has here. And I'm sure so will other businesses. Elikem Kumojibe Acte Kakra, or on a tailoring job. Peter Ritchie, insurance broker.
Guy,
aside that, or other businesses. Salma Mumin, on the restaurant, or other businesses. And he said, Oka say, Obeshe Fako. Now wait, Mama, wa brabo. Yeah, it's not going to happen. And he, Ebiana Titino, ye deacon for no AM from so. Omenya signing there. They followed the show and left the business. But I didn't hear show then, show business. So you need to find a balance.
Okay.
And any genon and any fame non you should be able to balance it.
I don't mean because mostly, Ayana, your man, no, look is so appetizing. You see that I always say this, and then on my shows, whenever I interview actors like yourself, that moment money I say at a point na me say me nko school bi me pese me koye sini ejuma no. So don't you think you people are also not helping matters in Ghana here?
So the issue is that entity SSA tell stories, and that is what we do. And yeah, scripts the most of the time.
It's not about the script I'm talking about. Let's say, for instance,
you're talking about the lifestyle.
The lifestyle. That is what I'm saying. So right now, sitting down here saying that the acting alone, even not just acting, but so serious say also be juma ba kuna pesa udi what dada me dada who come me next me presenter me a business one. It's just having the show crowd. We tell you kana. It's that's just by the way in a way. Na nipa no dada ne ho nti sa nipa we say nom na owo fie no also so ade a che nom no wo kura won exhibit wo niema na wo ye behind the act and behind the scene no on tabonti. It's my first time hearing Ajitana is a teacher. It will surprise you. It was and to me I think say bia okobwa o mokeke but not necessarily something he's really doing for a living. You get it? So such a person no and ka wo ba abonten a e was say ultimate kra we teaching appetite man of also so many who say even aside acting no there is something like this. It's not only about the acting nan kolana eni no yen mu bi so yen ti as say it won't always be about the acting.
I follow Ajete Anan a lot and a lot of others because of role I may play I was in Ajete Anan recently, barely 2 weeks ago, he was in a school speaking to the students.
Okay.
And he was not just telling them about acting. He was telling them how to add value to themselves.
Okay.
You understand? And value addition goes beyond doing just what people know you to be doing. Some may capital reach you. Ukra out me etwaso.
Yeah.
So,
my hosting it there.
Okay. Say Salma, unim so restaurant.
I know Salma.
So
but these same businesses will be you.
Oh yes.
You see, so at the end of the day, you cannot just go and tell somebody say because say me acting na ebia amboa me amfechi sika ma me nti so acting now yen for be ka ho. Ebia nipa no no ya ngone some be business, some be entrepreneur. Nti at the end of the day no, or ye crampo no ma emfa. The person has to find him or herself first. That is what I think. Nti somebody like I don't want to mention the MCF for reasons sake. Acting na oye. When I got close to her, I realized say acting no ebie doors bebre ayeden amano wa enke in ambassadorial deals bebre acting need to coin around the world because oye free ni mu or the ho nyina ayeden ehye and then it's really paying off for her right now. Even when corona bayana obia ofie ana munya bibia anya no she was doing something
and now feel say yenya bibia anya no
mumu bebre na because that is what you people were making it look like.
The thing is that you will bibia your friend advocacy yes one kasa utri ho aye you ananyesa enti say ye beka say me ye shoemaker na me ye filmmaker na me ye let's say businessman meton ekutua. When it comes to ekutu insema SSM bie manokasa.
It be
a ba filmmaking SSM kasa. A ba shoemaker adwuma ho SSM ka. So at that period we were talking about the effect corona have on your industry. Okay. And you remember saying nyama enkomo yako nyina was the fact that make us say me say Ghana film industry me yemhye because near your wahano enya dia SSA your friend industry. Because the systems and the structures are SSA a woho. Oko utu kwanko emiamia like India, oko America, oko Britain. Omo systems and structures are ebi wo ha sene ba ko pe na obetwa in a year. The rest of the year is yours. Ebi wo ha the period of the film is 3 months, 6 months, and they are well paid. You can just hit one movie and live by it. Okay. And most of them have invested into other areas. You understand? Investment is also working.
Yeah.
You get my point. Nti ebia obi wo how feel say juma ba ko pe na oye. Nso ebia na ne sika ye juma ma no. You get it? But bibia ye wo Ghana ha. Na say ye National Film Authority.
Yeah.
Akosi san. So eniama say e wo ho for sinitwa no. Eni ho wo hwe amon film at the end of it okay so share end credits and kwa obetimi atena ho be 2-3 minutes obehu say a lot of people are employed, electricians, carpenters and all that anya bia no bi nesi e wo ye memu ha So that is why I'm saying, say, you can't industry, and I say, my mommy,
for some time now, I started showing, you know, I've had the opportunity to interview most of the actors and directors and producers. Obiaba Nyoma Utuyo to be complaining about the industry. How can the industry be fixed?
I'm not complaining. I'm talking about the problem. Now, say, I don't know whether you have followed the news. Abranti bi Bagana or American, but it's so a Ghana. Your friend and another crab the first.
Okay.
Or the project be to build a film community. And interestingly, BC Yemubi and answer. So we have had a series of meetings to make sure say it becomes a reality. I'm excited about the fact to say, and yes, Oba because Ghana by Moma me say and I say, Nyocha and say more. Let us have a certain type of partnership in terms of funding in Yamano. Miankasa, mekwa kopesika, edi abeye, wahwehwe asase and all that. What am I saying? I just want you to know, say, Nyama SSA, anamo SSA yetu, yemu bi yetu sa anamo. I was one of the conveners for the picketing, any advocacy for this government to put the National Film Authority in place. Because your law, Act 935, HSA, a development and classification of film. You understand? But then, yes, with the view, say, all the things that have to be put in place are put in place. Government, one SSO, Missumi one SSM, Wusu one SSO, and he say, then we arrive. And he say, problem, and no we are just complaining. Some of us have taken it upon ourselves, even to the peril of our lives, to speak to issues, to ensure that the right things are done.
So who do you think should be held responsible for all these problems?
I have said it over and again, and some of my own people have come at me. You cannot blame government alone when you have not shown capacity. So government has a role to play. What is their role? To create the climate that will be conducive for film to thrive. The next thing is for us as practitioners. Say, we share the type of movies and you're churning out. Those times are. Yeah. So how do you expect such a movie to do well on the market? So it behoves on us to say, yes, said the right structures should be put in place. We should also come up with productions that have standards that can compete anywhere in the world. In a Dikayana show, for instance, Aloe Vera, Peter said with you. Or you'll be a Mibunepa. Me started Sinejuma way before he started. But Oye Nafti, or Nemebeka said, I want to bring out something to change the narrative. And that was Master in 3 Mates. And it became, that's what brought out, Master in 3 Mates. Aloe Vera, much later, Obeye Keteke and all that. All I am saying is that Oshe Peter said with you, the production beer comes with a certain class. You share Snipers of the Storm. Ganeni, in fact, down to Britain. And I wish you Sinitra Ejuma. And he comes down to produce the quality that can sell anywhere in the country. So government has his role. We as practitioners have our roles. And even the critiques, like you, also have your role. It's a Hydra-headed. But for me, we only say Ghana film industry because yepe brofu bineyaka. But in reality, there's nothing like an industry when it comes to film.
And then you as a person, looking at all the things you're talking about, what have you also done, or what have you put in place, or what do you think should be done when it comes to you as a person?
Yeah, I mentioned my father in the Lord, Dr. Michael Godinyamiche. I make reference to him a lot because mami entity mami etias yes at least Bible cry says also so there is a role for all of us to play. Me first and foremost Ghanaian. In terms of your meto.
And I go from Ghana for.
No, some because first and foremost that nature say me country ya enyangwa. Because
some work as amoka.
Bekan we gan we be otuiba fa.
I'm lost.
So basically I think early in life no na minim ade a me pese me ye with my abrabo. So I endeavored to learn certain things to help the craft that I want to be able to speak to the guy for him to understand. And I'm pese mitimini akani so kasa.
Na se for the only kasa.
Say men share that ben ho dodo. But say only se fini kobo with me akatwi amanate ase. So at least the core ones bebo ama watimi etwa ho and yetimi here. So I have been involved in Ghana Actors Guild for a long time. Currently I head the technical committee and I speak for the president. What we did was to ensure the structures that are needed when it comes to the acting fraternity are put in place. So what pertains across the globe. Any who say the word actors nankas are limited because Oshe to say SAG, Oshe UK, Oshe America, they have performers, and the performers include people like you. Presenters are also performers. Radio presenters are performers. TV show hosts are performers. In certain areas, even our software are seen as performers. So we have done those things to try and open up the sector and to bring in everything that is needed. We have put together systems because currently Ghana Actors Guild is in court because of Mintima Menhuasibi, but you believe there's a need to add value to ourselves. So one of the things I did, even though I'm in the Ghana Actors Guild, was for us to form what we call the Screen Actors Guild. Peter Ritchie, for instance, is a member. Almost all the top actors in the country, Kalsum Sinari, Irene Opare.
Peter Ritchie didn't bopao.
Because I think he's done so well.
Oh, okay.
Not just for himself, but for the industry. I mentioned Ajete Anantu a lot because I think he has kept himself very useful over the years. And such role models are supposed to be celebrated. I don't believe in waiting for people to die and then we come and say all the
good
nice
things about them.
Including people who didn't even like you. You understand? So we have the Screen Actors Guild and we run series of workshops to improve on our craft. So I think if we're able to grow technically, it would enhance the sector in its generality. And aside that, I think John Mahama heard my voice. Nana, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo heard my voice.
I said your voice.
Yes, because
and I'm also hearing your voice now.
Yes, but basically, Senyama Nko yes, I say Ubika.
Matthias.
What we think Nyankopon the mind is to be able to research, know what best standards are, and to ask that the system be put right.
I miss me a day, Miss Shabanton, very intelligent. And me call Namako Shemis Apomudin. Now, I come Miami Homo, Namaba, enter your home, I encourage your from Castle.
For a long time, we've lacked this in our movies, and I think that this would really get people thinking and spur people on in their next productions to really pay attention to that aspect.
In the Ghanaian film industry, we have not really shot a movie like this. A movie that you build a whole community.
For anybody that reads the script for the first time, or for anybody that watches the movie, when they hear, oh, the whole community broke apart or divided because of a disagreement over chicken and egg, and now there's a whole generation of this beef, and people don't even know when this thing even started.
Nature's original television, so any excited chin come way. Meeting Eddie Ajwa and he wants to can Fiati and I'm in no fear say your bonkomo or actor. Our body homody, you say your can say or your permanence or your man's cheerful. It's answering and only Mahama Chimans was ex-president John Dramani Mahama. Hey, so we see Bob Mahama, them say, I know you're movie.
I hope I seen him fan.
And you can't about and you're running when that Chimansa and then Richie, so His Excellency and another dog so or their twano and or their twam of Fiati no inti Ken Fiati and I made no gusayuchun komui flying Sini change man and okay. Inti I want us to talk about this particular movie, Aloe Vera.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the trailer. I can see a lot went into that movie, right?
Yeah.
A lot went into that movie.
A lot really went into it.
Into how many days now when the chance has seen him?
Okay, so my role was more of a cameo because now me a headmaster and me na me kubisa sa asem say mkusuani akokoni and that's what triggered all the confusion and pandemonium I spent just 2 days on set. But I know that the entire production was shot or filmed over 2 months. The pre-production itself took a longer period of time because now we say baby obi hu ni nyina no na baby e da hokwa na enye kro okope nwremu baby na osi kro na opese ono ankasa e depict in cinema. And that is the hallmark of a quality filmmaker. Cinema yehwa ye kan ho asem efiri amano ni nyina no they create, whether in a studio or that's why some of us are excited about another Krabode Bagana, no? So that we have our own studio
village,
where
like
you can go and create
film.
anything and film. You understand? That's what he did. I think that is to top so ebeng. I saying your trend na let's look
at what's happening here.
Yeah.
Structures now more put it together now is because of the film time putting these structures together.
I don't know
then it means a lot of money really went into that movie.
Yes, because maybe Sir no say he wanted to prove a point that film can be made in this side of the world the way it is supposed to be made.
Painting,
everything.
Wow.
Everything. So fallow grounds with weeds and all that, no okodoso, no see a chrono, senior opeso sino. Na me kai cry say your sets, na me catch and confirm it into a chrono.
So it's already and we are enjoying your manengu.
I know the man said and check it, but I think so no kasi obit me opeso ja as something on also age Ediama community.
No?
Because between 2 communities, but he sought permission from one side and so it would have been a good thing to have it there. Some of those things are monuments that we can.
Into would you say ultimate Senecano?
So Ghana had will be any whole chance in your back or Seneca. Until you move in Bisasa no. Say a corner kakra, na ye shene okay. Na necessary contract edaso. There's something in this side of the world that we are not exploring. Like residual rights and our royalties. And those are some of the things, as you say, you be execute all your energies on. And obi to say,
yeah, more employ me.
Say in the some say we crowd a performer, and so you should be able to join a group and be part of the campaign because it's not right to say obi ayesine anawo ayesine juma na echine bi no ontimi nya bibia enfrim. Say you tua there's something we call residual rights. You have to be receiving something like a stipend over the period of time.
For a music industry,
yes.
No?
You know we have it in film. Yeah, they know Audiovisual Rights Society of Ghana.
That is the Juma Mama.
Juma, but I'm saying Juma Konko for Bibotom. So no wonder Debbie and Tokwa, I think currently almost or more court. But and also a bit more because now there's more interest in some of those things. Tetedona dodona anim. But you see, you know, the awareness eba, and so people are beginning to do that. Most of the time, and I just say I had to go and do something like a cameo in a production that is coming up, and there was a contract to it. So people are now beginning to ask for contracts. Some 5-10 years ago, Obi Frau Nakasu manager cry, no, Obekasi you hear from me, Ubehana Sineno has been released. But right now we understand the management system. Currently I manage an actor in Ghana. Usually I can't act a yanko for Phils and Beman, actor goes for both. Portia Asari Boateng is somebody I manage. And we insist on getting the right things done.
Now, Salad in Owen.
Do you follow the news currently or sign? She's now the brand ambassador for Union Group of Companies Ghana Limited. Almost signed barely 2 weeks ago. She is also currently on set. One of Peter Sedufiani Productions, Aoyama DSTV. she's on it.
And you are the brand behind it?
We're trying to package ourselves well. You cry, you manage me, and I'm assuming manage Porsche, and Porsche will manage you.
Exactly. I think that it's worked that way.
And that is also an example of the multiple streams of income and Americano. So Porsche acts, but also go into the corporate world as a brand ambassador. Obi to say, Obiami Bundepa Nana Mama Brown is doing so well, not just for herself, for the country. Because and you're just acting, or other things that bring value to her as a person and to I always say nukunu de wenyapa. Yes. Musu and I say musu. Sometimes you see it's a Bible crack. I say you can covet, but if you're coveting now, covet it with a good purpose. Not converting, say, Obi will be and now Obi wa chedi bi. Say Juma oye, also bit me asho, be no way to answer near. Now also the ODA abata. So oh yes sir, with the mind self person who contribute to quota. It is right, but say Obakwa to draw as say will be a per se ODG Obiadia and no Yankopon sorry here. So we need to be able to do all those things and improve ourselves. You know, saying na kabako, no kanyamia semba, I don't also. Unse ade baako a mehu ni se Nyankopon pe niama atitia pansa. Nti memi se no niama nka maye no. Nyankopon pe niama ye den. Enye papa. Nyankopon do adobonyefo. Aha, nti na minim se nka Nyankopon kra ebekai me, but so currently me suffer and I am not I currently head the branch East Legon branch of the Makers House Chapel. Yes.
As of way. When come you but yeah some command so but we come
ade baako a medwen ho a eye me asefem kakra is the fact say it is obi a medical doctor no why software we don't have a problem with it. It is onyum tuni aye software hey
onyum tuni ne cry ye hwe say ye gospel and ye secular because na niema bi bimben what I say
I didn't think no ye problem
and you say no ye problem
say teacher ni aye software we don't have a problem but say sinitwani aye software then we look at them with the lenses of the things they have done in films
and are still doing.
You see, there's absolutely not when the Bible says that and the angels worship God on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, on a minute basis, a performance. It's a performance because
your level of intelligence right now maybe
I'm a papa doctor or this was something
because even in Crawford this same Bible says observers are worried but we don't have to make them worried.
You see,
you get it, and then sometimes you might not get the opportunity to explain yourself to them that when I'm a fan and there were effects, there were way. And you know that mostly. I remember I interviewed Peter Ritchie here, and then I interviewed him. I'm saying something he said.
Okay.
I interviewed Peter Ritchie here, and then he said that he remembers say Obi show on the page so something like God will punish him. I didn't know I say wow, I love it because the person actually put himself in the whole movie.
I was smiling because I have
I want to make a point.
Okay, you finish.
So you see at that particular moment nipa no wanya adwin bi mpo say a movie keke na dwen anko. He or she just saw Peter Ritchie ayobone and then one another person or rebuking him. So imagine Peter Ritchie was a pastor. Then partner Peter Beckham as any panwiti.
Okay, so you see, just to buttress what you're saying, one of my nieces are not Pema Sempa. I watched a movie that I hate my wife. And I went to visit them and she wouldn't come to see me. And yeah. I said, no. I don't like.
That is you.
Yes, I don't like uncle anymore. He hates a woman.
Wow.
What that means basically is that, like Peter was saying, it means that you have been able to live the role.
Yes.
What it also means is that if the storyline is good, every storyline which is good is able to educate, is able to inform, as well as entertain. So if the informative tool in that production is good, even though people will see you and see you as a bad person, the virtue from the production is what comes out. So Ubon will say, go for you and wishy-washy. The story doesn't come out right. You understand?
On this note, I want to say a very big thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
And we would love to have you again. I really enjoyed my conversation, though. Now can be pushing more, but ideas and not just ideas. Idea and deno. Now ideas and it's of what you can. Me that's say me to suffer or no. Unya da je na obai. Na mesre saying na yenko follow Ken. I think say be na jumudo. Inti wudi nechi na say follow na ubenya ntete pebi efri ne ho. It's an sebi o me. O de me mama nkampo na jumudo me nkan no sa keke. Enti na ha na me de mo ebesi na me chewa wuti fie na maka cho say week we no no yer ho yie na ma positive vibes no ndoso. So worries ni bigu. It's an no de can bravo no ma bravo no dey dey starting week na no e gina mu say ya na ye dey akọ weekends ni me producer me da production crew nyina me do bibia ase me dey e dey adwo ahenewa inti Wednesday exactly 4 p.m. no me sign the original trains no abrem makra
details that matter. For a long time, you know, we've lacked this in our movies, and I think that this would really get people thinking and spur people on in their next productions to really pay attention to that aspect.
In the Ghanaian film industry, we have not really shot a movie like this. A movie that you build a whole community.
For anybody that reads the script